What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to SynCorp Gaming, and welcome to GTA Online. Today I'm going to be doing an but garage tour for all my cars that I have in this game, late 2018. Let's get it started. So we're in my nightclub. I've got the full 3 floors in here. Pretty much all supercars, and then the bottom level is weaponized / militarized vehicles. So we'll start on second floor technically. So these are my favorite supercars. So as you can see by the first 3, I really like the Sultan RS. Subaru WRX STI is my favorite car in real life. So I picked up a couple of these. This first one is actually modeled off of a Fast and the Furious car. You'll see a lot of those in this video. But I just think it looks really cool. The kind of like yellowish, greenish kind of color with the blue. Got the blue underglow going on there. Looks really cool. And then we've got kind of a standard STI rally car that you can actually see in real life with the liveries. And then I've got a couple cars with the Princess Robot Bubblegum, whatever the anime in this game's called. I've got a couple cars with this livery. I just think it's funny. I like the color scheme. I like the purple. I put the blue there. I just think it's hilarious. So I have a few cars that has that. We got the Italy GTB Custom. Really nice. I've never really seen one of these cars with this kind of paint job, but I think it looks really cool. I really love this car. And we've got the Banshee 900R. Pretty good supercar. Ridiculous wing on the back there. Viper-esque. Looks really nice. Then we got the Tempesta in a nice lime green. Got a Lambo feel. Can't go wrong with Lamborghini. So this is a nice car as well. We got the Wagner. This one was a little hard for me to customize. I couldn't get a color scheme that I really liked. But most cars look good in black, and I just did blue as kind of an accent. And I really like how the blue is not only inside on the dash, but it's also running along the accents of the bumpers all the way to the back. So I think that looks really cool. And it goes down there. X80 Proto, one of the most expensive supercars in the game. It's been a little while since I played GTA Online. I don't know what new cars have come out. I know the Arena Wars DLC just came out. I haven't really played that yet. But the X80 Proto, at least was, probably still is, one of the most expensive supercars at about $3 million. Did a different orange and white and black kind of paint job. I think it came out pretty well. And the Tesseract. I bought this car because I thought it looked really cool. I knew it was an electric car, but with that, it doesn't have an engine. So it, to me, is kind of boring to drive because it doesn't make any noise. Don't hear it revving up or anything like that. But looks-wise, it's really cool. And I like how it's got the kind of glowing rims. You can kind of see the reflection on the ground there. And then the glowing shocks. That's a cool little touch. And then the Nero Custom. I forgot what it was called, but I saw a Bugatti in a video that had the same color scheme. It was like a one-off special edition Bugatti that was light blue in the front and then real dark blue in the back, and it looked really cool. So I tried to replicate that. So that's the first floor of cars. And we'll go to the second level, or third level, but second garage level. And I've got more supercars down there. I don't know the value of my garages total. It's expensive. The Tesseract and X80 Proto are $3 million a piece about, so that's $6 million right there. The money is not the easiest thing to come by in this game. It's kind of a grind fest, but yeah. Anyway, got the Reaper, based off of a Lykan Hypersport that again was shown in Furious 7. Not a great supercar, but it looks cool. Then we got the T20. I believe this is like a McLaren 570S or something like that. Looks really sick. It's got a pop-up wing, which is kind of cool. When you're driving it, it pops up, but when it's just stationary, it goes down. So I don't necessarily like this car without a spoiler, but whatever. It's a cool looking car. Got the Pfister 811 over here. I don't like this color scheme. I'm going to change it, but kind of like the Wagner. I found it kind of hard to find a good color scheme that I liked. But it's a good car. Then we got the Entity XXR. Old school Entity was one of my favorite supercars. I mean, there were only like 5 in the base game anyway, but the Entity was my favorite out of them all. I don't have it anymore, but I have the XXR, and it looks pretty sweet in yellow. Moving on, we've got a couple of supercars that were introduced in the first couple DLCs that Rockstar came out with. We've got the Turismo R, nice black and blue. Then we got the Zentorno. Looks really mean. I like the really cool accents they put here that you can color. Those kind of like fin grill things that look kind of like gills. Pretty cool. Then we got a couple OGs. We got the Infernus. So I did red and white with this one. I tried to kind of mimic a Pokeball because the taillights look like a Pokeball. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then we have the Vaca. Pretty sure it's another Lambo. Not a great car, especially with all the supercars that are out now, but it looks good. Okay, so that's it for my supercars. So we'll head down to the bottom floor and check out the weaponized / military vehicles. Like I said, it's been a while since I played GTA Online. I think the last time I played was right before Red Dead 2 came out. Beat that. Awesome game. Probably game of the year in my opinion. Haven't really played much online. I played it when it was in beta. I don't know. It could be cool. I feel like the map's too big for online though. I mean, at least with GTA, it's bigger than GTA obviously, but at least with GTA you have planes and helicopters and fast cars and stuff to get around the map really quickly. Horseback, no fast travel. It seems a little wonky to me, but I'm sure I'll pick it up again. Anyway, we got the Dune FAV here. I think this was free. That's the main reason why I have it, but it does look kind of cool. Buggy with a machine gun on it. We got the original Oppressor. Don't really use this too much. It's kind of hard to handle. Plus the Mark II is just, you have to have the Mark II in this game. It's just too good. I never grief with the Mark II. I hate Mark II griefers. Gives it a bad name. In my opinion, it's the best vehicle in the game just because you can get to the other side of the map so much quicker. But yeah, I hate people who grief with it. We got the Deluxo. Cool car. I obviously had to get it because it's a DeLorean from Back to the Future and it flies. My main complaint with it is I wish it had a way to boost. I feel like it's pretty slow, and if you have between this and the Mark II Oppressor, you might as well just go with the Mark II Oppressor. But it's a cool looking car and had to have it. Here's number 2 of the Princess Robot Bubblegum anime livery on the Scramjet. Again, just thought it looked kind of funny and stupid, but anyway. Over here we have the Heavy Barrage. Again, a lot of these military vehicles, I stuck with a military theme with the paint jobs or liveries, obviously, so I did kind of like a matte army green here. Really good vehicle. You know, you can get 2 people gunning, one in the front, one in the back. Great for missions. We have the Camacho over here. Doesn't have a weapon, but it's a cool looking little truck. It's pretty fast too. We got the Insurgent Pickup Custom and a nice Arctic camo. One of the better weaponized vehicles, other than the ones with like missiles and shit. But yeah, looks really good. Then we got the Menacer, which is not as good as the Insurgent Pickup Custom, but I thought it looked cool. A lot of people hate the boxiness of it. I don't mind it. I think it looks kind of like Hummer-esque. I think it looks pretty cool. And then lastly, we have the Canis Mesa, the Merryweather version. You can buy this now, but I remember back in the day, the only way to get this was to call Merryweather on another player, go to that location when they show up, and you had to. Oh, I'm missing a car actually. Oh, it might be outside. You had to call Merryweather, go to the location of the player where Merryweather was going to show up, kill Merryweather, and then take their truck and store it in your garage. But now you can buy it. So we'll head out. I have one car that was supposed to be in there, which I think I have out here. Oh, look, it's snowing. Nice. This is being recorded 2 days before Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas. Hope you spend it with family and friends and have a nice little weekend. Okay, so it's all the way over here. It's the Armored Kuruma, another must-have in this game. It's great for heists and missions and stuff like that. The one thing that sucks about it is you can't shoot. I think you can shoot the little Uzi machine gun, but you can't throw stickies out of it, which is annoying. So I did black. This is actually kind of a reference to a Fast and the Furious car. It's not really a Fast and the Furious car. This is based off of kind of like a Lancer Evolution. But in the first Fast and the Furious, there's a scene where they are hijacking a semi on the highway, and they have black Honda Civics with green underglow. So while I realize this is not a Honda Civic, I kind of referenced it in that way. So coming over here to my apartment 10-car garage. What's nice, so a little backstory, I played this game on PS4. Well, originally PS3 and then transfers over to PS4. But I got kind of sick of the game. Again, it's a huge grind fest, so I got kind of tired of it after a couple years. Ended up selling my PS4. Then I got an itch to play it, I think this past summer. I got an itch to play GTA again, and I wasn't about to buy a PS4 again just to play GTA. So I have my gaming PC that I built. Never really played PC games that much, so I thought I'd download it on here. But I had to start completely over, which really sucked. But the good thing about that is I was able to kind of put all my businesses close together. So I had my nightclub, which was right over there. I've got my Maze Bank West office building right here. And then I've got my 10-car garage and apartment where you can do heists from right here. So they're all pretty centralized. I don't really do many of the MC businesses. Those, I feel like they're really grindy and not fun, and I feel like the payout isn't that great. But I do have a cocaine lockup right over there too, which was like $2 million or $3 million. It was ridiculously expensive. But anyway, I like how I have most of my businesses kind of centrally located. It just makes it easier. So going on this garage, this one is sports classics and muscle cars. So first off, we have the Dominator GTX. Got a pretty ridiculous looking wing right there. Pretty simple silver color. It's kind of a mix between a Mustang and a Charger, I believe. That's the vibe it gives me. We got the Vapideli. Kind of a Gone in 60 Seconds car. I know a lot of people have designed their Ellys off of that movie. I just went with a classic like Mustang blue with white. Then we have the original Dominator, which I did kind of like a black and red Blackhawks theme, but the crew I'm in, that's our emblem. Big Blackhawks fan. So that's kind of my Blackhawks Mustang. Then we have the Impante Phoenix, old school Firebird. And then we have the Slam Van Custom, kind of a old school fighter airplane kind of vibe to it. Moving on to the sports classics, we have the Coquette Classic. This was another free car, so I just picked it up. Put like a Murica livery on there. We have the Ocelot Lynx, or no, Swinger. This was another kind of hard car for me to customize. I just went with a silver with a basic livery, nothing too special. Over here we have the Mamba, which is pretty cool, I think. In one of the business battle missions, you have to blow open the back of a semi, and this pops out. It's got weapons in it, I guess, and you deliver it to your nightclub to get goods and money. But the Mamba looks exactly like this, so I kind of modeled it off of that because I thought it looked cool, and I don't really have any cars that are green. Then we have the Infernus Classic and the Turismo Classic. GTA Vice City is definitely my favorite GTA game. I hope they remake it. GTA 6. That'd be cool. So I was gonna try to go for kind of a 80s Miami Vice kind of feel with like bright pinks, bright purples, but I feel like they didn't really look that good. So I just went with a basic white with red interior and then red on here. So I don't really use this muscle cars or sports classics that much anyway. Yeah. So moving on to the last garage, I have my office garage over here. I only have one floor. It's all sports cars. But we'll head in here, check it out. Alright. First car here, another Fast and the Furious reference, obviously. Everybody and their mother in this game has this car, but I don't care. I love it. It's Paul Walker's Skyline in the second Fast and the Furious movie. Looks really good. And then we have just a basic blue one. Again, this is another one of my favorite cars. That's why I have two. This one's more plain. Over here we have the Flash GT, kind of like a Ford Focus RS. Pretty cool livery. Not a great car, but it looks really cool. Is this? Okay, it is a sports car. I don't think it performs that well, though. Over here we have the Comet Custom. Another color I don't have too many cars of is yellow. But with this livery, having the yellow, I think the yellow in the back kind of tied it all together, and I think it looks really cool. Over here we have the Pariah. A few months ago, this car was the best sports car in the game, even beating out a lot of supercars. I don't know if that's changed, if they've nerfed it at all. But at least at the time, this was the best sports car by far. If you entered a sports car race and you were not in this car and somebody was in this car, as long as they weren't a terrible driver, they were pretty much going to win because it's just so fast. Then we have the Spectre Custom. I think it's based off a Bond car. I think it's like an Aston Martin or an Alfa Romeo. I'm not too good with cars, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those. Let me know down below. But I think that looks really cool. Heading up to the second floor here. Have the Jester Classic, another Fast and the Furious car. This is the 10-second car that Paul Walker builds to take to Race Wars. So I think that looks awesome. Then we have the regular Jester. Again, kind of another Blackhawks kind of styled car like the Dominator with the red and black. Still a nice sports car. We have the Massacro over here. No idea what this is based off of, but it looks really cool. The Dubachi on the wing. Then we have the original Elegy, the old OG car, the free car, based off a Nissan GTR. And I went with a kind of different color scheme. Again, another color I don't have too many cars in is orange. But I didn't want just a basic orange. And I'm pretty sure you can get GTRs in this kind of burnt orange. And I don't really see any cars in the game with this color scheme because it's not even a normal color. I think I had to do orange with like some type of brown pearlescent to get this kind of burnt copper orange, but I think it looks really cool. And we have the Shafter V12, just in a matte black, kind of a mafia feel with the red interior. Kind of funny that a sedan has a V12 in it, but what are you gonna do? We have the Sentinel XS. Before the Sentinel Classic came out, this was what I kind of used it for. It was kind of a mafia type car. But then when the Sentinel Classic came out, I modeled this off of the mafia car from GTA 3. even down to the louvers and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite cars in that game. At first I had it in all black, but then I went back and I looked at pictures of the car from GTA 3, and it wasn't black, it was more of like a grayish carbon black, so I changed it to that. Really nice. And then we'll head up to the final floor where I think I just have some random sports cars that aren't even upgraded yet. Oh, okay. I forgot about this one. Another Fast and the Furious car. This is at the beginning of Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker has it's an older Eclipse. It's not quite this style, but it works. Lime green. Once they came out with the livery, it really put it all together. It's the wrong spoiler, I believe, but still looks pretty cool. We have the regular Sultan. I did kind of a WRX STI kind of feel with the black with the gold rims. Looks good. Got a purple Feltzer, just because. Looks nice. I like the accents on the rim with the purple too. That looks really sick. And then number 3 of this ridiculous livery. This is the Futo. Pretty sure this is like one of the best drifting cars in the game. I'm not very good at drifting, but I just think it looks, again, ridiculous and stupid, but funny. And then lastly, we have the Omnis. Again, I think this was another free car, but I don't think I've upgraded it at all. It just kind of sits there. But kind of a different looking old school rally car. Gives me like a 90s kind of vibe, maybe late 80s. So anyway, that will do it for my late 2018 GTA Online garage tour. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you got some ideas of paint schemes and livery schemes that you can do to your own cars. I have not started Arena Wars yet, but I definitely plan to, and I'll probably bring some content on that. That looks really interesting. With that, I will leave you guys there. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.